Hi, welcome to Donna's Kitchen. So today is the last episode of my retiring items. So this is just going to be called All the Rest. So I think we're up to episode 9. So these are kind of not in any particular category, so we'll just go through the list. So first up is the Lazy Susan. So this, I believe, is made out of acacia wood. It flows really sweet like that, and it's got this little clip on it so that if you don't want it to spin, then you can lock it into place. But it's really simple. Just kind of sits on there, and so you could use this for serving, for a small charcuterie tray, or what it's really kind of great for if you're a baker is icing. So you turning your cake as you're icing and decorating. So it is really great for that. That's one of the reasons why it's not a super huge one. So that is sadly on the retiring list. I use this in the middle of my table, with my salt and pepper and everything on there. So so that is the Lazy Susan. Another, several of these are in the serving dishes category. So the next one that we'll look at is the wood bowl and serving set. Isn't that beautiful? So this is on its last opportunity. So this, to keep it looking pretty, you do not want to put it in the dishwasher, but just a little hand washing is really all you're going to need for that. If you do need a little bit more, you can do some lemon juice or something on there if you got something oily or kind of smelly, but generally just some mild soap and water and you're good to go. So that is the salad serving set. Really, a lot of these things that are kind of in this last category, I would put in my wedding gift category. So really nice, a nice serving bowl for that one. Also in that category, one of my things I hate to see go is the stoneware chip and dip set. So this one is, it's our glazed stoneware. So the base is stoneware, just like our, your pizza stones that you love. And but it's glazed on the outside and the inside, which makes it clean up super easy, makes it dishwasher safe, and it's got a circle in the center, so that if you want to use it for any kind of item that has a dip to go with it, so chips and dip, fruit dips. One of the things I really like this for is for a ring. So if you've got a taco ring, then you can put salsa in the center, or if you've got, a Reuben ring. I really love Reuben sandwiches, so that's one of my favorites as well. And then you can put that Russian dressing in the center for dipping, or you can just leave it out. So this is just a regular bowl, and it is also stoneware, and it's glazed inside and out. This is dishwasher safe, it's oven safe, it's microwave safe, so all the things. So you can use this, probably too big for most microwaves, but so generally you can use it for serving, or you can use it for cooking in the oven. So stoneware chip and dips is also another really nice wedding gift idea. Okay, I mentioned this in one of the earlier videos, but I'm just going to kind of mention it again here with this is a regular 12-cup muffin pan. So this is in our line with all of our other bakeware. It's coated for nice, easy release. So this one is not going to be available anymore. We do have the cupcake pan, and this one I showed off the other day. This is the one that has the holes in it, though, so you're going to need to use muffin cups. It has that nice lid that allows you to for carrying and for serving. That's what the holes are all about, if you didn't see that before. So when you push it in here, the little holes go through and raise up your cupcakes for serving. So if you've got something with a lot of decoration on it, you don't want to have to kind of lean down in to try to get it, and you get icing all over your hands and all that stuff. So so the cupcake pan is your next best option for a metal bakeware. But just for you, because you're watching this video, I'm going to give you the sneak peek, which is, Little Bird told me, later in the fall, not on September 1st, but later in the fall, the stoneware muffin pan is going to be coming back. So watch for that. If that is on your wish list, if you've been waiting for that to come back, your wish has been granted, but you just have to wait a little bit longer. So if you like the metal, you like the lightweight, grab this one now because it won't be available. If you love the stoneware, just be patient a little bit longer. It is quite a bit heavier for the stoneware muffin pan. Okay, so just wanted to mention that and give you that little sneak peek. And then let's talk silicone. So there's a couple of different things, and I'm not talking, perky implants or anything. What we're talking about is things in your kitchen. So silicone is a really great material for replacing some of the more hazardous chemicals in your kitchen. So like all the plastic bags that we just run through. So the reusable bags, silicone bags, these are not going to be available after the end of this month. So you can get them individually or you can get them in the set. I'm not sure if the sandwich one is available individually, but you have these three sizes. So like a snack bag size, and it's got a wide base there. So, especially if you've got little ones and you're always got a baggie full of Cheerios or whatever, these are great. And then, a sandwich bag size. But this one is called the sandwich bag because check this out. It opens on two sides. So if you do have a sandwich, it might be hard to kind of wrestle it in, through this top. So this one you can get it in there without smushing your sandwich. And then it has these little teeth, and you press that together for a nice seal. All right. And then the large one is probably the one I use the most because you can cook in this thing. You can make your own little shrimp boil, put your shrimp and your sausages and your potatoes right in there and onions, whatever you got. Put it in the microwave and you got yourself a little miniature shrimp boil. I use it a lot in the sous vide so that you can put your meat in there and keep it airtight. You can use these in the freezer. They're excellent freezer containers. And when you're all done, or for marinating, and they're dishwasher safe. So when I put this in the dishwasher, I turn it inside out, and then I run it through on the top rack. So, it takes a minute to wrangle it, but anything I can put in the dishwasher is a win for me. So those are available just until the end of the month. You can get individual ones, or you can get them as a set. I think you save a little bit if you get the set. All right, so those are the reusable silicone storage bags. Okay. Also, these have been around for a long time in Pampered Chef, the silicone oven mitts. These are being discontinued in favor of these new guys, the oven gloves. And I have to say, I do like these because you got individual fingers, if that's important to you. They are kind of long though, so but they're good. So they're good for big hands and little hands. But so the mitts are going away, and the gloves are your alternative. But if you like those mitts, pretty much nothing is penetrating that as far as heat. So depending on what kind of cooking you do and what you're exposed to, that's the last chance for those. Other options you have for oven mitts are the these guys. Okay, so doesn't get your whole hand, but this is going to help you, lift things up. These are staying, but going away are the little microwave grips. So we talked about that already. So these are really good for getting just a plate out of the oven, but you could certainly do that with the mini oven mitts. All right, so just wanted to get you up to date on what's going and what's staying on the oven mitts. And for the silicone trivets. So this is a nested set these are really great if you don't have them. But so for storage, you know, nesting is very big in my cabinets in my kitchen. So I love this because it's 3 in 1. So I've got 3 trivets. And you'll still be able to get these trivets. So let me rest your mind at ease. Right now, we have been offering just this little one on its own as a trivet, or like, you know, for a jar opener. It's no longer going to be offered just by itself. So you will need to get the set. But I will tell you, you'll love the set. So, and you can use them either way, but it gives you a 3 in 1 and takes up the same amount of space in your drawer as one would. So there you go. Also, these spoon rests, these were fairly new, so I don't know if it's an availability issue or why these are being discontinued, but they are kind of the stoneware. You can see the stone showing through. These are glazed, just kind of simple, and those nest for storage. But if you're like me, I always need more than one, you know, spoon rest at a time. So that makes it nice and convenient. So when they're all clean, they don't take up as much room, but when I need them, I got 2. So grab those if you need those. Okay, 2 more items that I want to talk to you about. I'm going to save my favorite sadly for last. And these are the stainless steel colanders. These are not going away completely, but right now you can get the 2.5 quart and the 5 quart individually, or you can get them together as a set. After, in the fall, you will only be able to get you can get the set, or you can get the small one by itself. The big one will not be available on its own after September 1st. So, so if you already have the small one and you want the big one, now's the time to get it so that you don't have to buy them again as a set. So I like to point those out because a lot of times you buy one and then you want to get the other one, and if it's only available in the set, it's kind of a bummer. So, so if you need the big one, get it now. Otherwise, it'll only be available as a set. I do love these. I use them all the time because they're really easy to clean, more than like a wire colander or something like that. And did you see it has cute little spoon-shaped holes, little Pampered Chef spoons. Okay. All right. Now, my favorite thing that hopefully will be coming back soon when they can get all the supply line things figured out are these on-the-go bowls. So these are double walled insulated food bowls that are for serving. They keep your hot stuff hot or your cold stuff cold. It's like a Yeti for your food, okay, for serving. So these on-the-go bowls, they're blue, right? And there's a 8 quart, I believe that one is, and this one is a 2 quart. Okay. Now, we will be keeping the insulated serving bowls, so the white ones. So just let me tell you the difference between those two. The white ones, there are 3 different sizes. This is the 1 quart. Then there's a 2.5 quart, so it's in between. And then there's a 4 quart. So there's 2 sizes of the white ones in between these 2 sizes. Okay. So if you had all 5, you haven't duplicated any sizes. All right. So what's cool about the insulated serving bowls and the on-the-go bowls is that double-walled construction that maintains the temperature, and they have really cool little deal there, so you can nest. You can hook your lid on the side so it's out of the way, but it's not lost, right? And so it's for serving. These keep everything warm until you're ready. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for times like Thanksgiving, when you got different things and you're trying to get everything ready at the same time, but you know, you can't have everything ready at the same time. So you put them in here and it keeps everything warm. I really love these bowls for items that I cook in batches. So when I make crab cakes or when I make pancakes, can you imagine everyone in your family eating pancakes at the same time? Usually it's, okay, the first one up, here's a few pancakes while we're cooking the next few, right? So, so ever since I've had these, everybody can eat pancakes at the same time. Just rocks my world. Okay, so, so this is the insulated serving bowls. There'll be 3 sizes of those that are still available. But the on-the-go bowls, the only difference between them and the white ones are the lids. Okay, and the sizes, like we said. This one is the super huge one. That the white one doesn't come in that size. And what these have, it's got the same kind of little gasket here that's going to keep your food hot or cold as the white ones. But what these have that the other lids don't have is this little hole right here. So right now it's vented, but I've pushed it on here, and then now when I close it, that lid stays on. So that's why it's called on the go. So if I'm taking this to a potluck, I want the one that has a lid that stays on, as opposed to the serving bowl that just, if that tumped over, the lid just falls off, right? Okay, so it doesn't grip on the lid. So these are great when you're at home, you know, if you're going somewhere, have somebody hold it, right? But the on-the-go bowls have this special lid. And it's got this cute little idea here, which is a built-in spoon rest. So if you're gonna stop and have a picnic, you don't wanna put your spoon down on some grungy picnic table, right? So, so that's a built-in, so that's kind of nice. And then you have to open that little hole to get the lid off. And then it also has that hook, like we talked about on the other ones. So anyway, that's what the on-the-go bowls are. So they're virtually the same as the insulated serving bowls, but they have that extra idea of being able to have the snap-on lid for taking places. If you got a big old thing of chili, you do not want that thing to tump over in your car, right? All right, so I love these bowls. I do use them quite a bit for everything from you know, pasta salad to pancakes, like we talked about. Anything that is going with me to a potluck. I can put rolls in there to keep the rolls warm, so that's really nice too. So on-the-go bowls, last chance to get them, end of August. So you can get them individually, or you can get the set of 2. All right, so these are all the things. There are just a couple more items that are discontinued that I do not personally own. So let me see if I got those written down. The foldable dish rack, that was a new item, and it looks like they're not going to be able to keep that in stock. So that one is going away, at least temporarily. Also, the cold brew pitcher and the chilled serving tray, which was a new item. So some of those things may be coming back. It was a long list, as you could tell by the 9 different videos that I made. So find your favorites, check them out. If you've been invited to a fundraiser this month, that's an excellent time to grab those things while helping a good cause. All right, thank you so much. This is a little bit longer, but thanks for hanging in there with me. Be seeing you.